This game is rated M for mature, for violence, language, and some very complicated themes. While this is a departure from my usual types of game, I must say, viewer discretion advised. Hello ladies, gentlemen, and otherwise. I'm Lamar Haven. Welcome back to Bioshock. So I apologize for last episode. I wasn't very talkative during a lot of quiet parts. I was kind of trying to focus and I got distracted. Whoopsie! Things happen sometimes. A lot of the main things that I wanted to bring up when I talk about
Who is it?
well, let me put it this way.
Nothing.
Why are you still alive? I know I shot you in the head, like, at least twice. Anyway, I've brought up that in streams and such, that there's a lot of things that I want to discuss with this game. The philosophical things it brings up.
Why are you so resistant to the traditional methods of separating a man from his soul? You're not CIA, are you? You belong to Atlas, the one roach I can't seem to exterminate. Don't worry. I just need time to find the proper poison.
Some of the philosophical things, Fort Frolic? I think Fort Frolic, yeah. The philosophical things it brings up, the mechanics, the way they integrate with the philosophy that they're describing, and a lot of other things. Like, the way the combat works in this is like, well, that's a typical first-person shooter. You hordes of enemies that are pretty much mindless monsters, and you just kind of shoot everybody because you're one of the only sane people.
You're almost there. The Spirit Orion is up on ahead.
But that's only if you look at it at the surface level.
Ryan's handed the keys to Fort Frolic over to a guy named Sander Cohen. Cohen's an artist, says some. He's a Section 8, says I. I've seen all kinds of cutthroats, freaks, and hard cases in my life. But Cohen, he's a real lunatic. Psychopath.
So as you could tell from that last little transmission, he's starting to get a little bit cut out. Something seems to be interfering with the transmission. Also, because we've hacked this U-Invent, we can actually make plasmids. Yeah. Booze Hound, Hacker's Delight 2, that kind of thing. We can also make trap bolts for a weapon we don't actually have yet. So we'll worry about that later. I'm going to hack a few important things. Some of them automatically. But yeah, doesn't look like we can do much else. This is pretty stuck in where we are. So let's head to Hephaestus. I don't think we're going to Hephaestus.
That's better. Atlas Ryan. Atlas Ryan. Da 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 da. Time-wise, you could get something decent on the radio. The artist has a duty to seduce the ear and delight the spirit. So say goodbye to those two blowhards, and hello to an evening with Sander Cohen.
An evening with the artist. What could possibly go wrong?
No, I haven't seen a sign of real life down here in months. Let's see if you're just another Johnny-come-lately, or maybe something more delicious.
Keep an eye above you. Also, an eye on that. There we are. We've got ourselves spider splicers again. Let's see, which one did I get? Good. Extra Nutrition 3 if we wanted it. I don't actually do at the moment. I have problems to deal with right now, and I don't need to eat. Okay, come on. You can go under these, if you're careful. Oh, hi! When you're dealing with spider slicers, everything is an action shot.
Vandalism is a serious crime.
Oh,
Remember,
hell.
vandals are parasites.
So if you break any of the...
Vandalism is a serious crime. Remember, vandals are parasites.
If you manage to break any of the displays for the shops, it sets off alarms. I had a failed recording where I demonstrated that a little more effectively. Yeah, this time I did it on accident.
I can smell the malt vinegar in this one. I've waited so long for something tasty to come to this little burg, but all that pass are yokels and rubes. Where are my manners? Come in! Come in! Sander Cohen awaits you at the Fleet Hall.
I can hardly contain myself, Mr. Sander Cohen.
Welcome to Fort Frolic.
Yes.
Thank me for jamming the transmissions of those boors, Atlas and Ryan. Let them have their squabble. The artist, yes, the artist knows there is richer earth to till. For example, I test you, little moth, but for a reason. I test all my disciples. Some shine like galaxies, and some burn like a moth flame. Come now, into my home.
So, Sander Cohen has invited us into his home. Apparently, we are to become one of his disciples, whether we want to or not. Actually, I need you to be a you, so I can do that. Sometimes you have to get creative, because they don't give you all the tools you need to get through somewhere. I don't need a vending machine at the moment.
You won't lock us in, old man? Oh, that's fine, cops. I used to love you. I used to think you're a musical genius. You know why? Because you paid my rent, you ancient hack. Come on to the record store. I'll show you what I think you're plinkety plink plink.
Well, it seems not all of his disciples were happy with being disciples. So, in case you were wondering, these statues, they weren't carved out of marble, they weren't formed out of some other wonderful artistic material, unless you ask Sander Cohen. They're people. He covers them in plaster after he murders them and positions them. Just in case you needed it spelled out for you. He is not a nice man. Let's go see if we can talk to him. No, 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 no! Nah! I had the wrong plasmid equipped and thought I could be fast enough. Alright, so this is gonna be a bit of an issue. And we're gonna have security going after us for a while, so I need it gone. Armor-piercing rounds, really good against these kind of things. Basically one-shotting them. So using the right kind of ammo is hugely important. Fortunately, I'm also running out of said ammo. Call the elevator.
I'm a star, not you!
That was my final bullet of that. Final bullet of that. And final bullet of that. Just in case you weren't sure how screwed I am when it comes to ammo, I should probably find an ammo shop.
No, no, no!
Mr. Cohen.
Silence! Allegro! Allegro! Da 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 da! Presto! Presto! No, no!
I'm trying. Please.
Once again, young Fitzpatrick.
Da 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 da! No!
Oh God, you sick fuck! Let me out of there.
Come down now, little more. Life, death. The burden of the artist is to capture. See young Fitzpatrick here on the stage. Use your camera. Take him as he is now, so I may remember him. And now you've got Fitzpatrick caught in his moment of glory. It seems you've got the eye of the shutterbug, little moth. Now, head to the atrium and place his photograph in my masterpiece. And so our collaboration commences.
So, he just killed a man for not playing the piano, right? Or at least not in the specific way Senator Cohen wanted. And now wants us to deliver pictures of his dead, charred body.
I know why you've come, little moth. You've your own canvas, one you'll paint with the blood of a man I once loved. Yes, I'll send you to Ryan. But first, you must be part of my masterpiece. Go to the atrium. Hurry now. My muse is a fickle bitch with a very short attention span. Do you see it? When I am dust, this is what they'll point to. My quad tick. My masterpiece. Go ahead. Don't be afraid. Touch it.
One really must respect a man's dedication to his craft.
Yeah, and there's Fitzpatrick, freed of his own kinks and defects. And here's the glorious news. This is just the moment of conception. Out in this place, there are 3 men, all former disciples of mine, all connected by a common thread, betrayal. Find them, little moth, and immortalize their mortality in my quad tick. Go. Once they've been sent to their reward, you shall go to yours, and to Ryan.
Alright, so you heard the man. We've got some murders to commit. Let's get an automatic hack tool. This is like none of the things I actually wanted. Thank you, phone, for interrupting my recording. You're my favorite. Alright, so goal info. Goen wants you to find and kill Martin Finnegan for his masterpiece. Finnegan has been locked in a frozen section of Poseidon Plaza. Poseidon Plaza, where's that? Alright, I think Poseidon Plaza... everything you want to find is in here somewhere.
Plaza is now open to you. My
Well, that answers that question. Can I get, like, an arrow? Poseidon Plaza, there we go. You just have to look around, Haven. It's a thing that normal people do, instead of depending on maps and the like. Alright. There's Poseidon Plaza.
Allow me to draw back the curtain.
Welcome to the Circus of Value.
We now have new ammo for our crossbow, which we just got. Oh, yeah.
I can see your breath.
You think you're gonna finish me in here, you old fruit? And the saps you tossed in this meat locker, all panicked like rabbits. I just watched and waited. And when they started to kick, I started to scavenge. Made myself a little splicer cocktail I did. You can't come in from the cold, and you gotta grow ice over your heart. And the Iceman cometh, Sander baby. The Iceman fucking cometh.
Guess the old grape finally sent someone. Son of a bitch left me to freeze. Oh, I've got a pose all picked out for you.
Well, we're free. For now. Can I... thank you. I had that equipped already. So... yeah, these things have health. Yeah, they're absolutely people. They also hate each other. So, why don't we take advantage of that, Nitro Splicer. Permanent 15% chance an enemy grenade will be a dud. Oh, I already have all the Houdini Splicer photos. You're also still on fire. Honestly, I've got to appreciate your dedication. Oh, that was Martin Finnegan.
That was bracing. Take a photo of him and place it in the quad tick. I'm feeling full, like an expectant mama.
That's a little creepy, Sander Cohen. There's our picture. It was honestly a pretty awful
now,
one.
Put the picture in the frame. Let's see what we've got here.
It honestly did not occur to me the entire time that that was Finnegan. I was just like, oh, it's a Houdini Splicer. I think I've already gotten all their information. Nope. That was just a murderous bastard. Oh, hey. Ammo place. Okay, it's just a spotlight. It's not a security. Hi! Do I need any more pictures of you? Apparently I do. By the way, crossbow. Amazing! Very good. So we're not actually supposed to be here. I kind of went a side path.
Come on! I just want to talk to some.
And I'm kind of paying for it. Mostly. And we're almost out of bolts. So, why don't we go put that picture where we're supposed to, and call it a day, before I get murdered even worse. By the way, if you ever want to refill your Eve on your own, without doing it automatically, switch to a plasmid and press X.
This is a threat, not a parasite. Don't be a plasmid.
Oh, right. Steel tip bolts, by the way, don't work very well on armored characters. Just FYI. Okay. So we also have you to deal with. So why don't we deal with you too? Incendiary bolts, by the way. Really good. Come on, there we go. Take a picture. And this is Bouncer. I believe it's a new type of Big Daddy. Increased damage, vulnerable to armor piercing. Let's take a picture of the little one. Alright. I think if we go... Actually, let's go with something armor piercing. Do we have any proximity? Nope. Armor piercing it is. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. You should be more on fire than you are right now. Also, I want you exploding.
What's wrong with you,
Elite Bouncer. That's right. Maybe Senator Cohen isn't the only monster here. Oh well, we can contemplate that later. In the meantime...
It's coming together, yes. But there will always be doubters. You don't doubt me. I could never stomach doubters.
So, what is it, viewer? Do you doubt Senator Cohen? Maybe we should find out next time. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll